I'm guessing this will be the final episode. I'm going to try and make this look a bit more interesting, so I've decided I'm going to try and make this settlement look a bit more interesting than I've kind of done this before, pretty much like this, but I'm going to try and do something a bit different this time. So how it will go, I don't know, and at what point you don't want to watch anymore. If you're looking for tips, you'll probably know what to do by then. I did have a dodgy moment in this game, I have to admit, not one that I normally get like that. I don't really know what went wrong, but it did, and you know, luckily we've kind of come through it. Soon this will be going outside, and what I'm going to try and do different, I'm going to try and make an interesting interior, and I'm going to try and make a kind of an entranceway. I'm going to try and make a kind of an entranceway, a defended end, not too far in, but I'm going to try and make an interesting entranceway here, and then I'm going to try and lead to a stone circle with kind of monoliths carved maybe, or I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to try and do it, but I'm going to have to alter this to do it. So I'm going to try and make this an entranceway in, you know, kind of like it's like a temple. So I'm going to have to move some of these houses that I've... I do not like things killing me. Well, they're already dead. Other people have took care of that. So I don't know. Anyway, if you're interested in watching that far, then fine. If you're not, you know, you've seen how to do it, even with a dodgy spell, which I didn't expect or anticipate. I've done this. A village very similar to this quite a few times on pretty much every well, I think all the Ancient Warriors maps I've done this at. They're a little bit similar. I think this is perhaps the easiest one in all honesty. Others you have a little bit more difficulty in space to grow crops and things like that, and you have to go on one map, you have to go on the other side of the river. The one next to the lake, I think that's a little while since I've done that one. I think that one actually works quite well, and I can't remember what the other one is. Maybe I'll give that a go after this game. But anyway, I've rattled on enough. You know, you know, they're so thirsty. You're so thirsty. You know, you're so thirsty, and yet you must have walked near the river. So I don't know if I've got any. I don't even know if I've got any mines up yet. Have I? Yeah. Mines. There are mines on here. I really don't know. Not even a single rolling monolith. I've got one iron mine, so that is the only iron mine I have so far. I've got quite a lot of logs though. So really that bit I'm gonna try and do a bit differently to what I've ever done before. That's just kind of beautifying it. It's not really part of the essential or anything to the game. That's just aesthetics really. There's only one gate battered down, which is here. So that might as well be replaced with, I might as well let them batter the others down, rather than try and upgrade them and then find myself getting attacked while they're not been rebuilt. space for 120 animals. And I have 71, 81, 91, 106. So I should be able to. Depends how many get born. Well, I'm going to upgrade you. It's getting to the stage where the raiders aren't really that terrifying anymore. I did that one attack where they broke in. They killed about 10 of me. Well, I don't think they did kill 10, but they killed quite a few. And they flattened about 8 towers. And I had quite a time recovering from that. Right, well, let's hope I'm right about them not being terrifying. There's quite a lot of them there. You can only surround 20, so you can then try and count the ones that aren't surrounded. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's I think there's about that. Oh dear, I forgot to ring the alarm. I think there's about 30 there. In a way, they're attacking my weakest corner because there's not many towers here, and there's easy ways in for them. So it's not the greatest. It's not the greatest corner. The more they run around all over the place, I mean, it'd be great if a load of them decide to run down here. But anyway, we'll see. I'm on 120 people. Let's hope it stays that way. Well, 3 people have died. It would be a whole lot worse if they break through there, which they have done. So indeed, me saying they're not so terrifying, but they did break through. Well, I think that'll be the last time. Oh, yeah. Right, we don't have time to do that. I hope so, because I've clicked the button. Right, this is where you can't put up too many towers, because then you get a raid like I just got, and then instead of rebuilding the gates, they'll go spending the iron I have on building the couple of towers I just asked them to do. But anyway, I'll count that as successful. The tower I put there and there, I'm going to cancel them because now I want Yeah, we got them. We got them good. Right, so now instead of those two, I shall put 4 there. Is he still making stuff? We've got bronze, we have. How does it go? How does it work? You need 2, 1. So I need twice as much copper as tin. So I'm going to put everything. The tin mine was empty if I remember right, so but I'm not going to mine anymore. I don't want to mine any more copper because that's just a waste. I don't want it. I don't think I'm going to mine anymore because I haven't got a tin mine anymore anyway. Maybe I'm just wasting my time making any of that at all. Should go straight to no, what I have to do, I need 5 swords for an achievement. I remember. So that's going to give me, I'm going to have plenty to do that. It's going to take a long time because I've only got 1 pit furnace now. And I will only have 1. So what are we in spring? Oh, spring, it's ruined our planting. Birra Moretti. My second favourite after Peroni. I'll speed this up. It's a bit I don't think they're going to get everything planted. Pretty sure they won't. I've not got a single plough. What am I short of? Yeah, what happened to... I don't understand it. That's right, I remember now. I had no flax. I just don't understand where it went. We got for us trades. We'll have it. We'll have them. I mean 10 logs, you know, for making 1 bow. That is just such good value. Oh, except that my bows aren't worth that anymore. Let's remember. Ooh, I would buy those if I had loads of spare. Let's see. Well, bone is virtually useless these days. There's 50 for you. See how quickly they arrive with... As soon as you go to steel age, they follow you. Already got one steel bow. Copper is of no great value, not to the trader, it is to me. Right, so things I have to trade these days, I haven't got things. What I can only really trade now because... Oh, that's wrong. Get it right in a minute. Most of what I'm going to trade now, I'm not going to even trade for any tech. I'm saving up for steel, which they won't sell you anyway, and then I'll save up for all the others, unless I've got such a massive amount of... but a lot of the other things that are available aren't really. I like the... I do like the granary that you get with those, and yes, alright, it's nice to... you know, kind of upgrade the cooking and the grinding flour, but grinding flour isn't great for me because I'm going to grow all my grain over here, and that's a long way for it to go because the nearest river to that is all the way down here. I don't want to really bring grain all the way there. I mean, what I'd be better off doing is putting an absolute load of mortars down here, really. I think that's more efficient than taking it all the way to the river. So I'm not really fussed about that. But that's obviously a better way to cook bread. I think you get two for the price of one, or you cook two at a time, or something like that. Deep mining, well, you know, I've never played this that long that I've really needed that. Obviously I do like that because once I'm happy with my defence and everything like that, my population is high, then yes, I don't mind going and fetching the stones and making things out of them. So I do value that. I value that the most. I value that second. In the how I am here, I don't really value them at all. I mean, I will make one, but I guess. But so workload isn't that massive. So come on, guys. Summer, although it doesn't sound like it, I guess it does. I still don't understand where all our flax went, because I'm sure we cleared the harvest last year and we've got two. That obviously did not get planted, but that did. I thought they did last year. See how woefully slow everything is. I mean, all this, you think you've got you think, right, I'll get them to upgrade all this to stone. I have the stone. I did seem to have it, and yet, you know, it just takes so long. I mean, I know I'm not going to get raided again quite yet. Whether it's worth it or whatever it's worth, I don't care. Which wolf killed it? Just that one. I don't like them getting away with that. Yeah, so they interrupted our planting, but the straw situation isn't desperate. We're kind of hanging on by our skin of our teeth with straw. We've got room for 24 more people, so no problem there. Our stone has shot up to 37, so people must have been out getting it. That's good. Desperately vulnerable, but we're definitely not due an attack. We need 5 bronze to get our achievement. Our milestone, I mean, yeah, our milestone. Good, you are welcome. And well, I can make 10 more, I believe, because I think you get 2. So I think I can make 10 more. Bronze. So I should get my swords and a few more things before I dismantle him, or I might just dismantle him anyway. Stop him wasting his time making bronze when he can make something better. This lot's all going to be amazingly strong compared to the weakness here. Don't wipe out my horses. It's almost like I'm too lazy to give them enough work to do at the minute. It's summertime, but I don't want them overworked come autumn. And it seems to be the time between giving someone a job and it actually getting done. It seems to be months. Do we need huge amounts of logs? Not quite so desperate at the minute. I will go to steel as soon as I get I think it's 28. Yep, go straight there. Start making steel tools. Obviously they do jobs quicker and last longer, so you know you're really getting yourself set up. I would try and replace that, but I think I've set up so many places they can gather stone at the minute. I don't think I've got much to worry about. 100 bronze. Got a point for that even. Well, I'm making iron and it's all disappearing somewhere. Ooh. Doesn't look like I've even put a gate there. That's a priority gate. Just losing one horse as a result. So we have some inner palisade. We'll get some logs back from that. It's my laziness is allowing their laziness. To have, oh no, that's shot up to 102, 104%. Now we're on 63%. That must have been just before it hit autumn, I guess. No need to worry about more accommodation at the minute. Iron mines, where are they? Not a single plough yet. Iron mines, well, I've got 3. And the seller's trader. Oh, I can't remember if we needed that now. Damn, he's selling everything that we normally have been wanting. I'm gonna have everything that we've been wanting in the past. Iron ore, I think I did need a couple more of those because unless if I'm going to use up the copper I've got. That's a great trade for us. Sure we can find things that we don't want for that. How did that get all this time that's been there? I'm keeping the sickles, I'd rather have those than nothing. 5 more knowledge points and we get steel, and then I can get the what they're called, blacksmiths, working on steel tools. But 71 sickles, that's got to make harvest okay. 51 of them being pretty damn good ones. How we're going on our milestone. We've made 2 bronze swords. I don't want them. Just need the milestone. Even in autumn they've not got a full workload. And what can I do? What are we short of? Somebody starts taking that down before somebody puts that up, they'll probably be screaming at me. Oh, I might as well speed it up a bit. They're not that unhappy at the minute. There's the odd one looks like he's suicidal, but it's amazing how you can have lots of spare stone and you can give them a thing to do ages ago and they're not on massively high. I've got a plough. Finally I have a plough. Well done, Mr. Workshop. Seem to have a void there somehow. Yeah, we certainly do. I hope they do that part last. Only a couple of knowledge points off steel. So that's our 5 bronze swords made. If I'm wasting my time continuing with I think I am. I'm going to just upgrade you and upgrade you. You're making inferior weapons, you wouldn't actually, well, tools, you wouldn't actually do it. The old blizzard trick. Right, we've got spare iron. That'd be a nice little thing to get you to do. So to up your work rate to 89%. And it seems we have spare iron. Spare iron's not a bad thing. On the other hand, so I've just given jobs for 12 iron. I can only say that I've experienced a true blizzard once in my life, and that was in Soldeu in Andorra when I was skiing, and it was unbelievable. And it was just like this. And then in the morning there was about 5 foot of snow on the cars. The whole resort was shut down on the day of the blizzard. And I filmed it out of our window of our apartment. And it was just like this. Well, it was more enjoyable than this. But not only did everybody just spend all day drinking, couldn't ski that day, couldn't ski the day after for such a massive hangover, and even the day after got terrible sweats and everything, and had to go into a, could only ski a little bit and then just go into a mountain cafe and drink some beer and try and sort of calm yourself down, because damn I was bad that day, well that 2 days. I think also the raider population kind of peaks out. The raider numbers kind of peak out about 30. So the more population you get, the more overwhelming you become for them, and they can't. I don't think. I mean, although they. You died of hypothermia. I mean, where have I sent you to? What job have I sent you to do? I mean, you've got warm clothing, and I've not sent anyone far from the village. So how did you manage to die of hypothermia? Anything that helps me out, I will buy. I will buy that, and I don't want that, even that, and definitely logs. I mean, you know, that's the effort of getting 2 trees down for 6. This is why trade is excellent in this game, because you know, you can make one bow. Well, what does that take? You have to put a skin on a skin dryer, obviously that ends at the Iron Age, but you have to put a skin on a skin dryer, and then when that's dried you have to fetch a stick and then make a bow out of the skin, and you get 15 for that. Well, that 15 is the same as, you know, chopping down 5 trees. That's just got to be worth it. So I want 55. I'll keep these bows because, you know, they're 35 damage and they're 40 damage. But better 35 than nothing until the time comes that I've got enough composites. So I don't mind them having spears in those towers, but I don't want them fighting with swords. So we've got lots of metal, so what are we short of to make these towers? We're not short of straw. We're short of logs again. You just can't keep on top of the logs. How has it died of starvation? Yeah, this is true. What's going on? Why are you not? Why are you not? You're not even working hard. Why are you not taking food to? That is just wrong. I don't know what's happening there. I can't have had a full plant or full harvest. I'm not really sure which, but my straw's going to run out before the end of winter. So you're always tempted to plant more. I don't know whether it makes things better or worse at times. Oh, didn't notice that come up. So there we are. So right, now they can. I don't mind them making steel. I'm gonna just let 2 of them make. These N2 can make iron only, because right now it's iron I need more than steel. But the other 3 can make both. And you can make knives, sickles, picks to your heart's content. I think you get I'm not desperate for knowledge points or anything now, but I think you get another one for making 1 more. Why you need to make so many, I don't really know, but oh, I've got 4 ploughs now, so this should be easier. And actually I've been a bit remiss for a while in trying to capture wild animals. You go and get that. I seem to be running with concrete feet. What's that? No, you're not going to the roundhouse, you're going to capture that for us. I might try and maintain 10 donkeys, or maybe even 15, and 15 horses, because horses, I've tried in the past to, since the upgrade, to have lots of horses and not use cattle for ploughing, but it just doesn't seem to if you're all going to come through here, you're all going to get the same treatment, and it looks like you are. Houdini horse. Walking inside our base and we still cannot kill it. He's, with a composite bow, he's refusing to have a go. Well, forget it. Sometimes. Oh, how are we going? Spring with 4 ploughs. Is it going any better? We've planted more. Because you never seem to have enough. Never seem to have enough logs, even when you don't seem to be building so much out of log anymore. That tree's doing that, I guess. Can't put it where I want it. Right, we're in spring. Are we going to get this done? Is the ploughs, those 4 ploughs, going to make a bit of difference for us? Hope so. What it does do though is planting stuff, or drilling I suppose they're doing when they're on their own, makes them unhappy, and ploughing with an animal doesn't. So the ploughing with the animal is supposed to be twice as fast. I have my doubts because I think, you know, it's easier for them to walk to somewhere and just start planting rather than go and fetch the plough and this, that and the other. But it helps because it doesn't make them unhappy, so I don't think we need meat, but it's so cheap when you've got loads of weapons being donated to you all the time. And the fish. Doesn't need any of that, I don't think so, but 87. What rubbish can we get rid of? 2 for 1, so we only need 8 of those anyway. Even if we're gonna use them, and we decided we weren't, didn't we? So they can all go. Right, bread, we've got 12, so we're probably struggling to keep up irons. That's the way I see it, because we're supposed to be making 40 and they're managing 11. They're struggling to keep up. I'm going to try this because this is something I've never really actually done before, but if a mortar would fit here, down here, where the grain comes in, that was not what I meant. Right, seems they let me have these occasionally down here. That's 5 mortars. I think they're going to be a lot more useful than, because of the location of them, it's going to be a lot more useful than dragging the grain all the way down to the river to grind it, to bring it back. Might be right, might be wrong. Well, we're going to plant nearly all of it. Just not quite. Good effort though. How are we doing on iron? We've got 13 iron, so how come we just don't have logs? When we had that ever before? Oh yeah, all the way through the game. Well, we're not working incredibly hard. Would be nice to upgrade that, but it's absolutely chocker. If I put it there and then it won't let me put towers, I'm going to be pretty upset. If I ask it to, I want it to chop that tree down. These trees are annoying. It's 7% workload. Can they not get in there to do that? I don't know, or have they just not got around to it? I just don't know. I don't think they can get in there. They can't get in there to build it. It means they can't get past the granary. But it's just very entirely, I don't like it. I haven't got OCD or anything though. You'd know that if you saw my house. Some 5% workload, and yet I obviously need things doing. What I need doing is more people chopping trees, and yet I've got 41 axes, and you're still struggling to get people to go and chop trees down. How much stone have we got? Quite a bit. So it's charcoal that was holding up the well, there's some. Even that's tempting if I've got things I'd rather swap for it. How many composites have we got now? 53. That's not even nearly enough. A composite for every one is what we need. One bronzicles, that's gotta be. Nothing really, any steel yet at all. Oh, we've got 2 steel knives. Well, I can't have made those. 2 steel knives. Honestly, I think I need to up the amount of pigs to 30. It already is 30. No, have some steel. So what was advanced defense? That was 5 guard towers. 150 mile settlement. We're not far from that milestone. Be a while before I want to build 10 steel swords, because I've got other things I want to build before then. Right, knives, sickles, picks. Haven't even got a single steel one yet. Pretty good on the carts though. We've got to haul stone and logs about. It's well, 8. Well, 30 would be better, but I mean, it's early days. This is pretty damn tedious, to be quite honest. Getting all this stone walling done. Nearly there though. I'm going to try and design something. I'm going to try and have an entrance way down the centre here to what I'm thinking of doing is putting a stone circle in the middle there with a walkway down of like menhirs and carved stones, removing these, not coming out too far, and then kind of trying to have this walkway maybe at the start of the walkway, maybe a couple of menhirs at the start of it, and maybe 2 gates to go in, maybe, and then orchards each side of it, or yeah, orchards each side of it, I think. No, humans wouldn't do that. They would want you to be able to see the splendour of it. So I won't do orchards, I'll do something different. Maybe I'll plant vegetables out here. Or, I don't know. And I don't know if we got all that. But we only seem to have 12 flax. Which is pretty chronic. You know, we've got 2 fields, so we can't have harvested it. How can we not harvest it? We're not working very hard. We've got absolutely tons of sickles. Yeah. So I just don't get it. I don't get the... Oh, here we are. Where are you coming from? Over here. Oh, it's like an entire army. It is. Well, there's 20 surrounded and there's at least 6 still there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's more than 30 there. They're coming to join us. Gonna have to wait a mo. There's more than 30 there, and well, it's going to be hard for them to get through anything. But there's not too much raining arrows on them. Anyway, be interesting. Look, can't you hear? Can't you hear the alarm? That old man's just got no chance of survival. About half of them dead, and they're don't got through. Well, this will be the battle of the game. And there's still one here. Just whoever can, go and kill him. And we'll call off the sirens, open the gates. He's clearly got a steel sword, and he's not, and a shield, and he's not keen to die. Wow! See, they are tough. When they carry shields, you've got to. It's like killing them twice, because you've got to destroy the shield before they take any damage. Anyway, we don't seem to be using enough of our iron. Must be done. Right, let's go and see what you've got for us. Where's he? Where's the trader? We haven't had time to collect all their weapons, so we won't have them yet. Take the tanning, save our guys walking absolutely miles for it. And that 29. Low, ooh, tempting actually. Adult male, if there's adult female. Right. I'm going to sell out a few of those only because I'm not sure. No, that's untrue. They will be still making composite bows because I haven't got 150%, and I think that's what it's set at. gates wrecked. Right guys, you've got some work to be doing. I really should be plenty more than that. I don't understand how you're at 120% work rate, exactly what you're doing. Hey, glitch. I've never seen that before. It's gone mad. Oh, that's a bit surprising. "104 pigs, so we're 30 pigs over what we're supposed to have." I don't mind having 20 mouflon now. Save us killing those. But I think we've still got plenty of wool, but I think it's not an efficient way. I once used to... how has that happened? What are you doing there? Die of starvation is supposed to be... we want to... oh, that was a nutty one that had gone berserk. I need to get this out of the centre of my village shortly. Trying to organise this a little bit better. And then start thinking about getting some stones. Well, I don't need to, I want to. Oh, I forgot they'd destroyed so many towers. It's almost never when one of these reinforced towers goes down. Almost never. So it's going to be the strongest corner going. Gotta love a storm and a blizzard. Right, I'm going for... I don't really need that because at all. I'm gonna upgrade it. I've no idea where we're to at the minute. I mean, have these all been planted? I don't know. No, by the look of it. So there's a lot of planting yet to be done. I say by the look of it, because I saw this start to appear here, so I think this has all got to be planted. I think I asked for that tree to be removed about a year ago. So we're in the spring, so you can upgrade that now. You've got 2 full seasons to upgrade it. Will you be able to do it? Oh, my mortars have appeared. It's a brand new idea for me. But we're struggling to keep up with bread. We were. I don't mind building the ovens because they're obviously better, but the efficiency of bringing grain all the way down here, I don't see it. So this is a new idea for me. Might make even another one. Looks like to me I recycled rather than upgraded something there. Ugh, it's not what I wanted it. No. Not enough space in our stables. And I'm trying to upgrade something and I've not even touched it. Well, I've got the grain. I'm struggling to keep up with the bread. Not got the grain, I mean we've got the flour. Well, I'm trying to upgrade that, and is that going to happen before the winter? You start to wonder. Oh, I can make it high. No, I can't. The high priority is just set to feeding it, so I can't even make it high priority to actually rebuild it until it's down. And it's summer. Well, we've got summer and autumn. I mean, where is that job? Well, because I've given them too many walls to build, to be honest. That's what the problem is. Oh yeah, that is a bigger problem than the stable, that's for sure. Forget that upgrade. Damn. So you start these projects at the end of the last raid, and ages later your village is home to attack. I guess I'm short of straw for these, which is what I am, but we've got we've got loads of stone. Oh, I forgot to put gate in there. Oh, if anything was ever high priority, it's you guys. And you're going to take an age to get done if I don't make you high priority, because you come so much after all the other stuff. Why is there not enough space in our stables? Because we've got 116 pigs and we're supposed to have 70, that's why. You know, and we're not short of knives, and work rate is not high, and yet we should have 71.5 pigs and we've got 115. That is not. No. That's letting it get out of hand, isn't it, really? You know, can that happen? Why does that happen when the work rate isn't excessive? So I want those pigs killed, and I want these walls up, and I want these gates fitted, and you better get on and do it. There is a way in, but it's like a maze at the minute, but I'll be happier when it's continuous. Oh, we haven't got a gate even now. We haven't got any of those towers gone up. That is straw. Is this the end of the... Well, go and kill things that you're supposed to kill. They can't get at it, look. It's high priority, and they're just not doing it because they can't get there. We want to get this staggle granary. I think they look really nice. When I get that up, I'm going to, rather than upgrade it, I'm going to recycle it and see if they can get in there and build this brick wall. In a way though, I'm wondering whether I should not move that, because if that's going to happen... The only reason there's not room in our granary is because there's 30 pigs too many. We're very good on clothing now. I've actually got loads of iron. I'm just pending straw. Knock it down. Take the food, it's so cheap, and starvation of the masses is so costly to your village. I have people not picking up composites. 92. How many bronze axes I've got? Got absolutely masses of them. I'm going to sell a few because it might be that encourages them to make some more. Right, well, I might actually buy some more because I'll trade them. That's expensive. 20 each, that's 200 for those. Don't want those anymore. What will I sell now? These axes. Well, even in harvest we're not 100% work rates, so I mean we shouldn't be, because in truth I've not planted that much more since I maybe had about 80 population or something like that, so there should be loads more people doing it. It's I mean there's so many unhappy ones. I mean I will start altering all of this shortly. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and get it in the very centre. I'm going to try and build a stone circle and then have a load of menhirs and carved statues and things leading up to it, and then I'm going to alter this to be a little kind of an entrance with maybe 2 or possibly 3 even gates, and then I'm going to put towers down the side, so I'm going to have to make it quite wide because I want the towers to remain. Anyway, I'm finding it interesting, but for the purpose of doing this on Ancient Warriors Hardcore, well, I'm sure you can see this is actually a difficult way to do it, because it's far easier to do it if you make a smaller village. This is difficult when you spread it out to make a big village like this. You don't need I don't think you need as an achievement a high population or anything. You don't, and this is far easier to do in a smaller village, and it's more efficient to do in a smaller village. You haven't got to walk so far to do things, you know, like harvesting and all that kind of thing. Harvesting, which we seem to be doing terribly at the minute. Why are we doing it so terribly? I don't understand why we're doing that so terribly. But we are. We might get it all in, but I'm not entirely sure we will. Maybe I'm just being a bit scared, but I don't think we're going to get all that. And the flax, well, we want that. We need it for, I think we need it for carts. See, it is pretty efficient because it takes a long time for them to walk out of here, And sometimes, you know, they kind of, well, I've seen it happen. You know, they walk out here, and then it's a long old walk, and then they realise they're thirsty. It's like, couldn't you realise that before? And then that's why I put wells and things like that there. So maybe I should put another one here. Which is definitely a good idea. Yeah, Staddle. They're kind of really cute, aren't they? And apart from that, they store 18 compared to 12. So take up the same space. I don't know if we got all of it. I don't suppose we did. Not enough space in our stables is because we've got far too many pigs. And if they're taking the place of the animals that I value more than their lives, and it's pretty annoying that I've got so many unhappy people about. I have a solution to the problem of getting ploughs from one side to the other, and that's putting damn, what do you call them? Transport posts right in the middle of the village, because it works really well. Because once they finish ploughing this side, they go to the centre, and then they haven't got so far to go. I'm only going to put vegetables on this side, and I'm only going to put crops on this side. And really, they're at 97% workload, which I don't really understand why. There's something going wrong here. There's another nutcase going on. That plough, there's something wrong with that plough. That did release him from it. There was something wrong. Something had gone wrong. Well, 85% workload. I think we planted peas, and you know, we should be growing more than that, to be honest. We like horses. Go get them, boys. We've got 7 horses now, so we'll see if we have more in a minute or two, if I'm not watching. This is just a bit bizarre because I'm entirely out of grain and straw, and I can't even give water to the pigs even though we're only at 80% workload. That is strange. How come there wasn't enough food there? Don't know. How can things die of starvation, you know, that you've had time to go out and eat even? This is just strange. There's loads of them. That's 20, and there's a hell of a lot outside of that. And this is still the crappiest side they could have attacked. What do you think you're doing? Captured a wild animal in there. The more you run, the happier I am. You always have to have some idiots that can't. I mean, you know, you press the alarm. I'm not getting people working that far away from the village, and yet they can't get back and get inside. That's it, isn't it? Oh no, you know, stragglers. Well, most of you can go and get on with life. Amazing that they didn't take any of those towers down. Don't mind replacing them with the new improved Mark 8. That one tree in the way. Oh no, that obviously wasn't even rebuilt from the time before then by the look of it. And we've still got these things needed upgrading in there that looks to me like they can't get at. So I'm going to recycle you. Well, you've only got 4 flour in you anyway. Room for only 8 more people. They're not keeping up with demand on picks or anywhere near on demand on sickles. These people aren't keeping up. Then again, these people aren't keeping up neither. And why are they not keeping up? Because there is no charcoal, because these people aren't keeping up, but they're not keeping up because there is no wood. And here we have a huge amount of trees that we want to be rid of. Probably a year and a half they might get around to chopping them down. Oh, how are we doing? We've got 6 ploughs. Is that going to help us? I very much doubt it. I bet these are the first fields they're trying to actually plough. Still, it will get better as we get more. All the crappy ones have gone anyway, well except the copper one. That's still slower than, well, same speed as a bone one, that is. But there's only 6 of them left. Bronze ones are a little bit quicker, steel a little bit quicker than them. But we've gone into massively high work rate as usual. I mean, one of these ploughs should be doing the work of 2 in theory, because they plough twice as quick, and yet work rate is incredibly high. Okay, I have given them some jobs, but as ever, we haven't got any logs. Have I specified? Yes, I have. Target for... Alright, let's up the pace then. I'm yet to work out whether using cattle for ploughing affects their milk production. You would think it would, and it seems to, but I don't know. And if they weren't ploughing, I think we'd have enough milk. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should have more cattle. I'm happy with the cattle ploughing. When we first had this update, I tried to get all horses, but trying to maintain a big amount of horses wasn't easy. Maybe I'm going to up the amount of cattle we can have. If they ever remove that tree, I'll try and put a stable there. Well, they finished ploughing, so they've planting everything. They haven't got anywhere to go because I haven't put what they call it, transit posts or whatever they call them. We'll have the one straw. Okay, so we're well over 100% work rate, but you know, not really a lot is coming out of here, is it? All that time ago. If the limit is 10, then fair enough. We'll go and wait for a fishing rod to wear out before we're going to replace it. But we've got another void in there. We have got a void in there. We're creating voids. I'd have filled that in now. Oh, somebody has got trapped in there, look. Somebody trapped in there. Oh mate, Jardock, you're dead, and your steel pick, your composite bow. I can't get you out of there, can I? What's the work rate? Maybe. Recycle wall. Work rate isn't high, so just send someone before he dies. He's gonna die. If they let him out, I don't think you get to food quick enough. Well, how do you manage to lock yourself in there? Well, we'll recycle it, and maybe you'll get taken up to the burial grounds, I don't know. But maybe we'll get your tools back. Died of a disease, did you? That's like the coronavirus statistics. Even people who die in a car crash with coronavirus are counted. I don't like that. Kill this. You must die. I will walk entirely around the globe to kill you, because you will die. How are we low on food? Cancel that quest because I'm not getting anywhere to come over there. How are we low on food? Should not be possible to happen, but we are. We're completely out of food. Yeah, we are very low on food. We've got virtually no food whatsoever, and I do not understand it. That's never ever happened before. When the pigs are set to half the population, they should be supplying absolutely masses of meat. I mean, you know, you guys could just try to rise above it just a little bit, but I guess not. Yes, we are low on food, desperately low, and it should not happen, so I don't know how it has. Don't think that's the end of it. Look, I just said that you were to be killed. How have we got no food? We can't have planted any vegetables because we're just past summer. I can't bother to follow that anymore. You're just gonna have to do what you like. If you're all gonna die, you're all gonna die. I don't know. I can't believe there's so little food. It's just absolutely ridiculous. That's something else that's never happened before. When I've had pigs of half the population, there's always been plenty of meat. So I'll make them high priority because we've got plenty of flour, not much bread. Could do with a trader selling some kind of food. You're dead right there. We're starvation point nearly. They're all going to start dying of disease and stuff if we don't get some food in here quick. Anything else we can go and kill? Not really. That should not have been necessary at all. You guys are probably not even going to make it back. You're so unhappy and tired and hungry. Alright, that went well. Really went well. Okay. Just when things seem to be going fine, they turn to something completely unexpected. Three hearts is not enough, obviously. It seems the difference between being more than enough and not enough seems odd. Allowing that. I'll do on ovens, but I haven't got the points for them yet. I'll put ovens maybe over here somewhere. Seems to make sense. They're probably all going to drop dead in a minute anyway. Seems to be a limit where you can put a well. Can't put a well too near to another well. They're all unhappy. All, well, mostly all of them are hungry, and to some very large degree that doesn't really make much sense at all. Seems strange how you can play the game time and time and time again, and yet all the way through 50% pig population is more than enough to keep them alive, and then all of a sudden 50% pigs is not enough to keep them alive. I don't know, all dropping dead of they're all well, they all seem to be hungry. It's really inexplicable to me. I could do something like lower the amount of pigs so they go and murder some, but none of this should be necessary. Which population on Earth needs one pig per every 50% of the population? They just don't. But they do. I do like bacon. Could I eat half a pig a year? Could I eat half a pig a year? Maybe I could. Well, we are extremely low on food, and it seems that no, you're not really we haven't even seen a fish for ages. Or milk. So what's the story? Why are you doing this? This just doesn't normally happen. You weren't going to butcher that, were you? For some reason I've had to give him that as a task. Sure, we killed it though. Good spot. Now we're going to start dropping dead from starvation now. Oh well, not having a good harvest. This because they haven't got the food, they start contracting disease. Well, you see, now there's 80 pigs. And there should be 72, so there's 80, now there's 83 pigs and there should be 72. So if you really got your fingers out and started slaughtering those, that's a quick calculation of, should have been 72, that's 13 pigs times 3 meat each, that's 49 meat, 49 extra meat. All you have to do is go and kill it. But it's winter and you won't. Strange things happen in this game, that's for sure. I mean, you can have 85 pigs when you're only supposed to have 72, but you can still die of starvation. You can have the means of cooking bread. Well, they are pretty flat out, to be fair. Yes, I know that. I'm trying to do something about it, and I don't understand it even occurred in the first place. Certainly didn't expect it to happen. But now we're supposed to have 72 pigs and we have 87. You know, that is a lot of food there. So if you stop complaining about it and just go and kill them. Yeah, you've got a disease because you have not got enough food, and you haven't got enough food because you can't bother to go and kill the pigs. Well, it's just too tedious for words, honestly, at times. Oh, and let's just times 8 it. I mean, look at them all. We're going to have a population of about 30 in a minute, and then it's going to be high workload because there's nobody left. 97 pigs, we're supposed to have 70, but they're dying of no food. And you brought not an ounce of food, thank you. got 25 too many pigs. That is 75 meat. Well, it seems like you want to die. Oh, blizzard, storm, no food. Also, I lose my patience at times. I've got loads of food, just go and kill it, please. It's not like you're even working hard. And you still can't. Look, 100% work rate, and you can't go and kill all the excess pigs. 25 of them. It's a math death sentence. Yeah, because you've not killed the pigs to give yourself meat, so you're dying instead. What a crazy game at times. Honestly. You know, we've now got 25 pigs too many. Because you can't go in, now we've got 106 pigs and we should have 60.